Evening, everyone. How are you doing? It's good to be back. Sorry I missed you all last week. Just couldn't make it in the end, unfortunately. I actually do have a life outside this channel. um, Good. Hello, Tim. Hi, Rodiger. Hi, Kate. We're in for a nice evening. I hopefully a nice 45 minutes, hour or so, talking about Enter. Some fantastic clues for this actually. So I'm looking forward to getting going with that. How's everyone's week been, or 2 weeks even been? Hopefully it's hopefully all good. Hi Daniel. How's Simon? Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one tonight. Hi Anthony. Yeah, we'll get started shortly, I think. Just making sure I have everything in place now. I do my usual what the hell's going on issue. Let's see. Right, let's double check. Yeah, all looks in order, I think. I hope anyway. Make sure. Yeah, I think so. Right. Good. Okay. Brilliant. Very good. Kate solved the whole Henry puzzle today, or Henri puzzle. Brilliant. Nice one. Hello, James. How's it going? And oh, good. Anthony solved the same one as well. That's good. That's a good sign. So everyone's making progress then. Brilliant. Right. Let me just see what is happening here. Cool. Right. Let's change the screen. We'll go first of all. We go to which screen do we go to? Yeah. Here's the crossword we're all trying to fill, isn't it? If you remember, we're doing enter, aren't we? Second. Let me just do this 1 sec. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort something out here because I can't see something. Cool. Right. Hopefully that works now. Right. So where was I? What's happened there? Have I turned something off now? What have I done? There we go. Okay. Good. Right. Sorry about this. There's a lot of waffling around. Oh, I haven't seen Anthony's. I haven't seen this at all. This week has been super hectic. I haven't been able to do anything on the channel or look at much of YouTube even. So I will have a look at Anthony's puzzle. I think that'll be great. Or not Anthony's puzzle, Anthony's interview, I should say. I will have a look for definite. Right. Now, where are we? Let's go. So we need to go to this screen, don't we? Yeah. So here we have our usual voting screen. So I'm just gonna make that go live now in a sec. Here we go. It's now live. There are 11 to choose from this week. Some really nice ones. So you can have a look at that. Fantastic. And now let's get on with looking at all the fantastic clues of the week as well. So Right, let's get started. Who's going to be first this week? That's the question we want to know, isn't it? First up, I think is Mamta even. Sorry. He's just doing this to me today. Where is it gone? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mamta. So let's get going, will we? See what's going on. Cool. So here's the first clue, the first one I've entered. So we have set foot into one medical department after another. First of all, does that link work, by the way? Just double check that the link is working. If someone can let me know before I get too involved in this. Hopefully it's working okay. Should be. Cool. Well, let's get back to Mamta's great clue here. So set foot into one medical department after another. I thought this was really clever. This one. So obviously set foot into is enter. And then one medical department, we have an ER, emergency room, after another, after ENT, ear, nose and throat. How good's that? Makes so much sense, doesn't it? Set foot into one medical department after another. So cool. Mamta was worried that maybe it wouldn't translate it across the Atlantic and that, ER is more of an American term. But I think we're all fairly familiar with ER this side of the Atlantic. In fact, my local hospital now doesn't have A&E anymore. It now has ED. They call it ED, Emergency Department. So I think we're slowly. It'll be emergency room before long. I'm fairly sure. But what a great clue! Very nice one, Mamta. Really, really cool. I think. Yeah, it gets us off to a very nice start, doesn't it? I think that's really cool. Very nice. Right. Next then, who have we got next? Next up we have, I do believe it's Dan, maybe, is it? Let's go and find out. It is indeed. We have penetrate some woman terribly. Here we are. We're in that territory again. Another cool surface here. And a nice hidden clue as well. Some being the hidden word indicator, and now it's hidden inside. There's the EN and the TER, and it means penetrate. Very nice indeed. I think you'll all like that. I think it's definitely right up Sunday night street, isn't it? Definitely playing the form then, Daniel. Yeah, I can see you getting lots of love in the chat as well. Very good. Yeah, no, very cool clue. As you know, I love a hidden clue, so it's up there on a great surface. So 2 brilliant clues already. A few more to go. Again, as every other week, it's going to be a nightmare to actually decide the top clue here, I think. So let's go for the next clue here we have is from Orson. So Orson's got associate oneself with Edward Newton, the heartless Romeo. So we have Edward Newton. I believe he's abbreviating this to EN, isn't he? And then the heartless, we've got heartless the, giving us TE, and then Romeo's an R. And then associate oneself with is enter. Suppose that if you enter into something, you're associating oneself with it, aren't you? That's nice. Is Edward Newton? Should I know an Edward? Is there an Edward Newton that we know? Is it actually a person? Do you know? But again, Very nice clue as well. Nice one, Orson. Orson, a recent contributor to the lives now. This was great. You're very welcome. Yeah, so there we go. There's some 3 great clues to start with already. How are we going to choose? Yeah, I wonder. I didn't know if Edward Newton was somebody or not. No, I was thinking there's Edward Norton, isn't there? I suppose you can't abbreviate an N. Um, but there we are. Cool. Right, next up. Who's next? Yeah, exactly. Newton is a unit of force, isn't it? Here we have Simon's effort. Simon's gone for probably the least amount of words you can have in a cryptic crossword clue, potentially. Insert key. Here we have double definition situation. Insert and key. You're going for the classic key as in the keyboard. Enter. Very nice, Simon. Definitely, if there was a prize for the most efficient use of words in a clue, this would win by a mile, wouldn't it? That might be. It's definitely your shortest clue ever, Simon, isn't it? Very clever. Well, it's one of those ones when you see it, then you think, why didn't I think of that? I think it's very nice. Insert key. Brilliant. It's getting lots of love, this one as well. Could be a front runner. So good. So we've had a hidden and a double definition and a charade clue and one other. Can't remember what the other one was now, but yeah, we are. We're doing well on the variety front, aren't we? Yeah, possibly a bit of analyt as well, I would think. Could be. Very nice. Lots of early voting happening there for you, Simon. That's good news. Great. Okay. Let's see what's next. Yeah, we're going over the pond to New Jersey. Here's Anthony's record skipping oddly. Jeanette replays front side only. That's nice. So, what are we doing here? So, record is obviously the definition, isn't it? It doesn't record. Skipping oddly, we're skipping the odd letters of Jeanette. So we got the E, the N, the T, and the E. And then replays, front side only, is referring to the initial of replay. So we put all that together, we get enter, record. That's very nice as well. I like the skipping. I like a record skipping situation. That's a very nice picture you painted there, Anthony. Really cool clue, I think. Very nice indeed. What do you all think of that one? Oh, Henri's got like all 2 word clues, has he? The 958. Let's have a look at that one. That's cool. Nice. Hey, have you seen my latest discovery or latest setter in this? I've brought into the fold now as well, which is Melanie Branton, which is as Melanie's got fantastic like beginner focused cryptics, little mini. Well, some of them aren't mini, some are actually full size as well, but usually they're around a theme of one particular type of wordplay, so people can get plenty of little practices at a particular type of wordplay, which I'm very happy to have her involved now. So I'm going to be doing a few more videos on her side as well. But I think I'll try and make a more like tutorial type video where we'll talk about a type of wordplay to start with, and then I'll use her cryptic to illustrate all the points. But I think it'd be very good for complete beginners. Yeah, exactly, Rodrigo. It's always like this, isn't it? It's always so hard to find one to pick your favorite. Oh, James, you're a beginner. Nice one. You'll be setting some. I'm sure you'll be coming up with some clues soon, then, James. And welcome. Nice of you to come along. You're a friendly enough bunch, this lot. Right, that's Anthony. Done. Very nice clue, Anthony. Really, really super duper. Let's see what's next. Here we have Tim. Tim has log books kept by English Queen. Log books kept by English Queen. Try to read it properly. Log books kept by English Queen. That's a very nice clue. So books is the one for you, James, if you're a complete beginner. Books usually is a reference to the Bible. So it's normally either New Testament or Old Testament. Um, so it's usually abbreviated to NT or OT. So in this case, Tim has used NT, and then kept by is a container indicator. So it's being kept. NT is being contained by English, which can be abbreviated to an E, and then Queen, which can be abbreviated to ER, which is Elizabeth Regina. So if you put all that together, so you get ENTER, you get enter, which means log. Very, very cool. Really nice clue that, Tim. Your usual very high standard, I think. You getting all offended there, David? Yeah, loving that clue. I like the law. It's sort of, it does, it is quite well disguised, isn't it? Where the definition is in this one. Really nice. Okay, this is a great set of clues, Dan. Absolutely. Well, we say the same thing every week, don't we? Actually, we could probably copy and paste the chat from one week to the next in terms of people's comments on the clues. Are brilliant. Um, right, let's go. Let's try next one. Next up, we have Olaf. The first showman take the stage. The first showman take the stage. Now, I've been looking at this. I think so. Take the stage is a definition. Is this? Are we basically saying entertainer, but we're only using the beginning of entertainer? This is what I was trying to think because the showman would be entertainer, maybe. Unless I've missed, unless I've missed what Olaf's trying to do here. I don't know if Olaf's in the chat today. Um, but it'd be good to understand this one a bit better. Is that what it is, Olaf? Yes. Okay. So the first, like the first half of, is it even half? No, it's just a bit less than half, isn't it? So the beginning of entertain of a showman is an entertainer. So we're just doing the enter bit, and take the stage meaning enter is a definition. Cool. I think it's tricky. It's tricky on wordplay to define how much of a word you want to use in the wordplay. Like you would typically the first might indicate like the initial letter, or sometimes you get half, which would indicate one half of the word or the other. It's quite hard to pick 5 letters out of out of 8, or I think it's quite difficult, that one. But I love the surface of this one. Really nice one, Olaf. Very good. And yes, Simon's made a nice point there for James in terms of abbreviations. Only words that have an abbreviation that exists in the dictionary can be used to be abbreviated in a cryptic crossword. So you can't just say abbreviated stage, for example. That means S. You can't do that unless stage unless S is an abbreviation from stage that you can find in the dictionary. Cool. Yeah, that's a tricky one. I'm not sure because entertainer is how many letters? It's it's 11 letters in it, so it's first five out of 11. You might have had to come up with a way of removing the tainer part. I'm not sure. Maybe someone else can think of, as I've proven, people are much better at setting clues than me in this chat. Um, Might have been the first, maybe the half minus time or something like that. Might have been something. Might have been a way of doing it. Um, yeah, because it's hard unless it's a very definable uh section of a word. It's very hard to indicate it. 5 of 11. There we go. Oh, that's a nice way of doing it, Dan. Or David, sorry. 5 of 11 showmen take the stage. Yeah, 5 of 11. So that would refer to 5 of the 11 letters. That's nice. First 5 of 11 showmen. Yeah, that all works, doesn't it? Oh, so it might be 12 if it's showmen. Because entertainers would be plural then. Yeah, cool. There we are. We've all learned something there. That's a neat way of doing it, actually. Underground man, thank you very much. Yes, exactly. What I'm just, I think the chat's a little bit behind me, so Olaf's just said what I've said about a minute ago or so. Cool. Right, let's move on from another terrific clue and go to Rudiger's effort. Often terrified within when using this key. There we are. Another fantastic hidden word. Very nice. We have um, the enter key. We have enter there. It's clear as day, isn't it, as a hidden? When using this key. This key referring to the key on the keyboard, obviously. Um, the enter key. Very nice. That's a cool. Another nice surface, isn't it? I like within actually as being the hidden indicator. I don't think I've seen that before. Not that I remember anyway, but it's a nice one. Within is quite nice, isn't it? Really good. Just going to check in on the old voting. How's it going? Yeah, definitely some votes happening there so far. Cool. Very good. Nice one, Rudiger. Let's move on now and we'll go to Rodney. Rodney has gone probe, went errant internally. There we are. The old hidden is a favorite. Favorite might be winning on the wordplay front tonight, isn't it? Probe being the definition here. Went errant, the fodder, and then internally is the indication of the hidden word. Very nice indeed. Nice picture there. Probe went errant internally. Yeah, it was me. I was thinking of like a space probe. I'm sure that's what Rodney was thinking about too, but maybe not. I was thinking like it malfunctioned inside itself. Whereas Underground Man's gone down a different path. Yeah, I wonder, maybe I'm just too innocent when I read these things. uh, hmm. Very nice. Yeah, internally is a good indicator. Absolutely. And it definitely does sound painful now. Now that you've put that picture into my head, I was thinking of a space probe completely. um, cool. Very nice indeed. Another great clue. Another great clue indeed. Right. Next up. Next up. I've had another go at making a clue this week. The next one's mine. Here it is. If I can get it to work. So I went for break into forgotten terraced houses. So another, as you can see, another hidden word clue. Sam, you were thinking of a corrupt police investigation. Oh yeah, that sort of probe as well. Very nice. So here we have break. So what? Obviously, it's fairly obvious what I've done here. I just like the idea of terraced houses. Houses is definitely a hidden indicator in it. So I like the idea of terraced houses. And I spent for a long time trying to think of a word that ends in en that could work. Um, but yeah, I quite like this one. At least it works. Not like my previous clues that were missing vital parts of the word. Yeah, I see. I've still got eunuch written there. This isn't eunuch, is it? This is we're on to enter. Why is that? How is that not changed? It's just you can't get the staff these days, can you? There we go. Look at that. Just do it on the fly. Amazing. Great stuff. Okay. Next up then. Who's next? Next up we have David Underground Man. I think this might be the last one actually. Potentially. Let's see. Here we have Board 345 from Waterloo after Euston evacuated. I love this clue. I love the use of the numbers, which is funny based on what we were talking about earlier as well, actually. David. So board is the definition, as in to board something. 345 is a reference to the letters 3, 4, and 5 from Waterloo, T, E, and R. And then that's put after Euston evacuated, and evacuated is referring to the word Euston, which if you evacuate, you're taking out the middle of it, aren't you? Just leaving you with the E and the N. So with the E and N, T-E-R. I love that. Nice surface. All makes complete sense. Euston and Waterloo, both London train stations. Um, I think that's brilliant, David. Really do. That's so nice. I think that will get a lot of love as well. Oh, hello, Tim Mooney. Hello, welcome. Um, I know, James. Once you work out how to make a cryptic crossword clue, you can actually spend the entire week just thinking of one clue. I find this could just go on and on. You go down a lot of blind alleys. But that's very nice, isn't it? Very nice indeed. I think we've reached the end of the clues. You've seen all 11 now. So now's the time to think about who you're going to vote for. How are we doing on the voting front? Are we um there's some votes happening, but you've got plenty of time to vote. I'm going to move on to every week. For anyone who's new here, every week I also oh yeah, do you want me to show that, David? Hang on a sec. I need to go and find it. Um Let me just show you David's workings. Um, I'm just finding it now. One sec. So let me go to very briefly. How we'll do it. I'll go here. Um, Bear with me, everyone. I'm just going to show. David also sent me a sheet of how he finally ended up with what he ended up with. So I'm going to try and show that to you now. I think I'll need to go to a different screen though. One sec. Which screen? We'll go to the my crossword screen. I think it is. Yes, here. This screen. So this is what David went through to get to what he got to. So he started off with penetrate revolutionary faction of secret network. So that's a reverse hidden. Look, there's enter. Is it a reverse hidden? Yes, reversed hidden. Enter. We've gone through a few variations of that, didn't we, David? I don't know if can you read this or is it too small? Should I zoom in a bit? How about that now? Is that better? So that was one idea there. Penetrate secret network from the south. That's quite a cool clue, actually. Then we have key and door eventually, following teen's drunken escapade. And we have sent erotic record. There's another hidden. Oh, look at that one. Input from President Erdogan. That's a cool one. Oh, there's Edward Norton. Oh, we mentioned Edward Norton was mentioned earlier. How crazy is that? Pierce Brosnan second behind initially Edward Norton and TE. This is you trying to work out this bit. Record segment of convent erotica. Oh, great. And then somewhere around here, then you got inspiration for something to do with a station. Depart for North on 13:45 from Waterloo. Quite the contrary. Return from East London eventually on 3:45 from Waterloo. Okay, now we're honing in on it. Board Eastern 3:45 from Waterloo. Return Northeastern from 3:45 from Waterloo. It's nice to see the evolution of this, isn't it? Board 3:45 from Waterloo after evacuation of Euston. Board 3:45 from Waterloo after Euston evacuated. There we are, and we get to the end. So I think it's a bit like songwriting. I think writing a clue, because sometimes you start with a little idea, and in some cases you can completely get to the end and write the clue in no time at all. And then other times you could be stuck. You can't think of a chorus, and you're stuck forever. And then you have to scrap it and move on to a different idea. But yeah, brilliant. Cool. Right, let's go back. Thank you for that, David. Let's go back then and see what ChatGPT and our friend Copilot had in store for us this week. And this could be a momentous week. That's all I'm saying. This could be a momentous week. So Copilot. Let's start with Copilot. Go in and broadcast near a river. If only that was a good clue. Obviously we have go in. It always gets a definition, doesn't it? And then it goes a bit wrong then. So here we have The explanation from Copilot definitions go in. Wordplay involves an anagram broadcast of near plus R for river to form enter. So Copilot thinks that NEAR plus R is an anagram of enter. Once again, absolutely terrible, isn't it? Absolutely terrible. But everyone, sit down. If you're not already sitting down, which you probably are, let's face it, sit. You just get ready for ChatGPT's effort, because I think this is a write the date down. Here's ChatGPT. Go in and record. It's actually come up with a clue, hasn't it? Here we have like a double definition. This is the, I mean, it has never got close before, has it? But this is actually I think this is a working clue, isn't it? Or is the and not allowed? I think the and would be allowed, but I think it actually works, doesn't it? ChatGPT has finally come up with something, and its explanation, definition, go in, record is the wordplay, enter can mean to record something. Yes, it can. There we are. It's a double definition, cryptic crossword clue from ChatGPT. Remember where you were on the when you found this out on the 9th of March. This is going to be up there with like the Kennedy assassination or Michael Jackson dying. We're all going to know where we are, where we were. You can trace it all back to here. Trace it all back. But let's see how it gets on next week with next week's clue before we get too carried away with ourselves. But it's actually come up with a clue. So well done, ChatGPT, for winning the race. Brilliant. Okay, so let me just check. Everyone use ChatGPT next week. Yes, Emin. um, let's just check how the voting's doing. So it's going to be really tough, I think, to come up with a winner this week. And it is very close at the top. Still a few votes to be had yet. I think I'm looking here, we've only had 8 votes. So if you're completely new, James, I'll target you in this situation. But there's a link. Oh, I didn't pin. Oh, that's hang on. I didn't pin my link, did I? Let's pin this. Let's pin the message. So I've pinned the message at the top of the chat. If you go to that link, then it'll take you to the page where you can vote on all the clues, and you vote on your top 3 in the order that your favorite you vote first for, and then 2 and 3 from there. So now we've got 9 votes. I'm watching the leadership change hands here. Yeah, that's right, Kate. It didn't really say it's a double definition. It didn't go into deep detail, but I suppose it knows that maybe it knows that you can have a definition as a wordplay. Um, cool. It's neck and neck at the top of this board. I'll tell you that. So if you haven't voted yet, please vote. I'll give it a few more minutes, I think. Um, Let's is anyone still voting? Did we come to any um discussion, just in case this is a like a dead heat? Did we come to any discussion with regards to, well, up to now when I've just been taking the order that it gives me. So if in the back end it maybe shows me a weighting. So if they both end up with the same number of points, but it puts one in front of the other, I think that's because it's had more first preference votes than the other one. So I think that's still how we do it. We haven't necessarily decided on the penalty shootout thing, have we? But it's very, very tight at the top. Any other votes? Are there still people voting? And James, what happens now is that whoever wins vote of the week will go back to the crossword that I showed at the beginning, and then they get to choose what the word of the next week is. So that what the next clue we're going to try and come up with a clue for. Right. Let's go to the old voting screen. And let's see if I can go to the screen myself as well and work out. There we go. Right. Any more votes? Any more votes? Here we go. I'm going to stop the vote in about 10 seconds, I think, just in case there's any last minuters. Oh, it's so tight, this one. Okay. Going to stop the vote now. 3. Going to lock the vote. 2, 1. The vote is locked. Here we go. Right, drum roll, please. Who has got the vote for the week? We're gonna reveal the results in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Logbooks kept by English Queen. That's Tim, isn't it? And Tim just pips Simon's insert key, closely followed by David's board 345 from Waterloo, which are all fantastic clues, obviously. What a great set of clues there. I think, again, everyone got a vote of some description. Very hard to differentiate. Tim just, I think that's, in terms of this, the way this works, I think it's not, unless it was a dead heat, you can't get much closer than that. So I think that's literally by a nose. Well done, Tim. Fantastic. And very well done, Simon and David, as well, for pushing him so close. And Mamta's not far behind. And Rudigor. Yeah, it's all, again, very difficult to choose a winner. But a very worthy winner we have indeed there. Nice one. Right, I'm going. Let me just copy that. I'm going to go to the other screen now with the crossword. Well, it would have the crossword normally, but obviously now we've got David's thing. So I'll just change the screen. Give me a second. Here, right. There we go. Here we are. I think when I was looking, Simon, during the showing the clues, the presentation, you were well out ahead to start with, and it just Tim just got there at the last. I think that whoever the last vote was just switched it. Right, where are we now? Where's enter gone? Oh, here. 7 down is enter, isn't it? So let's go to 7 down and enter the clue. Enter the enter clue. Logbooks kept by English Queen. Let's show the definition. It's a container, isn't it? And notes will write Tim Shaw. There we go. Well done, Tim. Fantastic. How many clues of yours have we used? Now, is that your 3rd or 4th, I think, in this puzzle? So, fantastically well done. Really good. Now, on to the business of next week. Choosing the next clue word. Where do you want to go, Tim? You could look at 18 down. You could look at 9 across. We still think this is going to be ordinary share, don't we? At the top. So if it is ordinary share, then I think we don't really have a choice for 4 down. It's going to be resides. So if you want to have a bit of something where you can actually have a choice, we've got 9 across, or 18 down, or 19 across. So let me just go through a few of these. Or you want to have ordinary share? Will we get it out of the way? Ordinary share. We can certainly have that if you like, Tim. Let's go for it then. Ordinary share is word or words of the week. Ordinary share, which we've known is going to be ordinary share for about, I don't know, I reckon at least 12 of these episodes, because nothing else would fit. But okay, ordinary share is word of the week. Well done, Tim. I'm looking forward to seeing the clues for that. I wonder if there's any anagrams in there. That'll be this should be it's definitely a tricky one. I think it'll be interesting to see what we can come up with for that. Fantastic stuff. Well, thank you all very, very much for bearing with me to the end, and for sending in your clues. They were all brilliant. Every one of them could be featured in the puzzle, absolutely. And great fun, this, isn't it? So thanks a million for watching and participating. And James, maybe we'll see one of your clues next week. If you want to enter this, basically what you do is send me an email with your clue in the email, and you'll find my email address usually at the end of any of my videos, or on the channel description. It'll be on there. There we are. It has been working there for months, Kate. I'm sure maybe some people have already been looking at it, trying to work out what to do with it. Yeah, it does look anagrammy, absolutely. Let's see what it produces. So, thank you very much, everyone. That's it for this week. See you all next week, and let's see how ChatGPT does with this one. Yeah, exactly. Good one, Dan. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye bye.